Hi guys, good evening. Just give me a few minutes. I'm trying to, yeah. One second, I'm trying to just set up the chat so that I can read the chat easily. Give me 1 second. So hi Lee, hi Vasudha, hi Nathan, hi Vivek, hi Saurabh, hi Chris. Good evening, everyone. So, you can see my screen, right? And you can hear me, correct? I don't know why, like on my Mac laptop, YouTube is behaving a little different. It's showing me the chat in a different section. Like it normally used to be on the side, but now it's showing at the bottom. Hi, Naisa. Hi, Saurabh. Cool. So, guys, today was a very tricky day. So let's go back and check the levels we discussed last night so that we can reconcile where we were. So today, the market was in a very tight range. Like it never go or went below 3901. It was in the pre-market, but during the day it came and there was not a single close of 15-minute candle below 3901. So there was no sell opportunity as per the plan. And the buying opportunity was there at 3930 and we are closed at around 3940. So nothing big over there. The same thing, QQQ was positive. It tried to reach 272, 273, but that's about it. Same for NQ, above 185, it went to 280. So 100-point move was there, which is good. Apple struggled throughout the day. It never stuck below 130 for a longer time or never went above 131. So that's bad. AMD never went below 6690. Amazon was good, hit 8950. BA initially came and went 205. That's it. Baba was different, so it was wrong. There was no trigger. CRM, no trigger. Google did 90. That's good. Etsy did 122. PayPal was not working. Uh, Meta went above 131 and it broke out that resistance, so it worked properly. Microsoft reached to 230, which was good. Netflix was one of the best, and we did both the targets on Netflix. Nvidia could not do. Tesla came to 115 and then closed at 118. So this was all from yesterday's plan. And we did only one trade, which is Netflix. Only one trade, and we ended around 318, 319, and we ran it until 328. So which was good. Now let's see what's happening for tomorrow. So I will start from the scan. Yes. So we'll go and we'll do our first and normal scan, which is inside day. And again, this is my watch list. So anything which is coming here is coming from my watch list. It's not scanning all the tickers. And thank you everyone to join. We have 34 people who are live with me. I don't know what's happening here. Waiting for results. Something is wrong. Let me just try another one. Let me try double inside bars. Yes. This is working, so that's fine. Let me try my normal inside day. Yes, so let's see out of 50. There are many inside days today. Yes, so Nvidia, McDonald, Disney, QCOM, CAT, there are many of them which are there. So let me make a note first. Nvidia, AMD are in my list. So let me just make a note. AMD is inside day. Nvidia is inside day. Okay. And then let's see what else. So McDonald, Disney, I don't rate them much. QCOM, like we already have AMD and Nvidia, so no QCOM. Caterpillar is all-time high today. So let's see, LMT recovered a little bit. JMU again, chip stock. AMAT again a chip stock. I think chips are having some gala time in last 2 days. Okay, last few things are all right. So let's start. There's nothing much on those. So yes, on the daily basis, this is the chart. One thing which is potentially good, and I was telling yesterday that if we can break about 13 and 15 and come above the dodgy body of yesterday's candle, then it will be marked as positive. Now, look at the importance of 12 EMA. It came today right to the 12 EMA portion, which is 39, 38.91, tested that exactly to the point and then bounced, crossed this long-term trend line, which is heavy resistance, and then coefficient of that heavy resistance, like I keep small buffer in case the resistance is acting. So it crossed both those lines close towards the high of the day, which is positive. The only concerning thing is that today's market volume or today's market was not full of momentum, neither it had a volume backing it up. Like Friday, when we had the massive move, we had substantial volume in ES, which is again not relatively higher if we see the big move days, but it was substantially higher than the last few days when we had the choppiness. Like on the normal high days, the volume can actually go above 2.5 million, 3 million, but Friday volume was 1.9 million, just to keep in mind. And today volume was 1.4 million. So 1.4 million doesn't give you that kind of confidence, especially in futures. I do not talk volume in stocks, but in futures, I need that volume to make my thought process, to make my move more consistent with more strength. So I really value if we have some volume backing it up. Now, Thursday, we have CPI, and CPI is expected to be tame, meaning it should come down. And the expectations from all the banks and everybody is going to be in the range of 6.4 to 6.6. Anything above will be really, really bad for the market. Anything lower can be a short time run for the market. So let's see how things pan out tomorrow. We may have some moves, but towards the later end of the day tomorrow, because people will try to position themselves for CPI on Thursday, and will be really interesting to see last 1 hour tomorrow, how things pan out. Maybe in the first half of the day, or maybe until 2, we may not have big moves in the market. We may simply eat the premium, stay in the same range, maybe 10, 15 points more, and that's it. Okay. So let's see what's in store for tomorrow. So right now, we tested the 12 EMA. So that's first valid point. Let me write tested 12 EMA and bounced. Crossed 34 EMA, crossed over resistance. So closed over resistance line. Closed above long-term trend line. Fibonacci 60.8. These are all positive tickers, but I'm still going to give it 50% because I still think that tomorrow will be much more choppy. People expect that, yes, tomorrow can be really, really big moves, but I still want to see if there's choppiness which can continue or not. Now, what we need to do is we need to make sure that this area which we like broken out, 39.30, that is an important area now. So 39.30 is our stop loss. If we lose it, then it will be bad. And I want to really buy this above this line. Like you see from here, I'm just going to use annotations. Here we had the support. Here we tested the support. This was a little higher, but tested, again tested, closed, tested this. So this line, let me just take a dollar drawing and see what's the value coming here. That's coming around 39.50. So I really want to buy above 39.50. I do not want to indulge myself if it is in between 39.30 and 39.50. It's going to be choppy in between. So I'm not trying that choppiness. It's going to just be painful and can cause losses. So better if we can wait above 39.50. On the downside, now the trigger is as soon as I lose this 39.15, the trend on the downside will begin. So instead of 39.01, it becomes 39.15, and we are moving towards 39.30. The only thing which we need to be mindful of is that 12 EMA has still been supported. A loss of 12 EMA, which is 38.98. I'm going to give the first target as 38.99 now. This will be really bad. So as soon as you see 38.99, you should not be holding longs in your side. That's the very clear trigger to exit all the long positions and go short. 39.15, you can exit long, but do not start shorts. 38.99, you exit your longs for sure, start your shorts. Okay, and these are not there. So this is all about ES. Then I'll go to NQ. NQ is not able to cross above 34 EMA. For the last 2 days, it's trying. So if it crosses, only then it becomes positive. If it loses this, it might come back and test the 12 EMA. So 144 is an area where you should start the selling on the downside. So I'm going to say short below 11,144. That's a 12 EMA, loss of 12 EMA. And target will be 11,068 and 10,900. Stop loss in this case will be 11,185, which is yesterday's area for open. Again, 50% because market is choppy. So I'm going to give it 50%. Where we should buy. I really want to buy above 34 EMA. So I want to buy above 11,300 now. And my stop loss will be 11. Stop loss is coming as 265. I'll give it 250. So a zone between 11,250 to 11,185 is a no trade zone. If you trade in this, most likely you will end up on the losses side. Then 11,430, which is right there, and 11,650. Again, I expect more choppiness tomorrow, so be careful on the levels. If you want to trade, trade. If you want to watch, watch and learn. And guys, I would recommend to join more people, because otherwise it doesn't give me more positive momentum to do things, because I'm doing these live videos uh, in spite of my health concerns. So if there's not enough people on the live videos, then there's no point doing them. Triple Q. Triple Q held on to 269, which is an important area from yesterday, trying to cross above 34 EMA, which is 273. So we'll do the same thing on Triple Q 50/50. I want to go above 273.50 now, which is the 12 EMA, similar to 34 EMA, which is similar to NQ, 273.50. My stop loss will be 272. My target will be 275 and 280. So 275, 25, and 280. Yeah, 280, 25. This will be the target. On the negative side, I want to sell if I lose 269 only. So I'm going to do 269.5. Stop loss will be 270.5. Target will be 264, 260. Yes. So again, the same mood like what we saw in NQ. If we are going to have a small window where we do not want to trade, we should respect that. And that window is between 270.5 to 272. That 1.5 window we should avoid. If you already have a position, that's fine, but do not try to make new position in the zone. Wait for either 273.5 to crack, or wait for 269.5 to crack. All right. So Apple is doing something similar in terms of level. It needs to cross 131.75. So it's neutral by 131.75. Targets 134.50, 25, and 135. Yes, so this target area is good for Apple. No change there. I'm just reducing these comments. On the short side, I want to sell below 12 EMA, which is 130. So the same levels are there. Again, 60, 40. AMD. AMD has an inside day. It's closed above 34 EMA. So 67 is a good stop loss. I'm increasing it to positive. So I want to buy AMD. Buy above 68, 68.80. I will say 68.80. Stop loss 67. Target will be 71 to 74. 71 to 74.50. And this could be a high potential trade. Like yesterday, we mentioned about buy above 68. So today it closed above 68. So it's inside day first. It's positive momentum. This could actually lead, like if you see NVIDIA, if you see AMD, if you see SOXL getting good strength in the early morning, usually the market remains positive throughout the day. If you do not see enough momentum in them, then like it's an observation. It may not be true all the time, but if you see good momentum in AMD and Nvidia, they are kind of leading the market momentum, market trend. Amazon is definitely positive now. I expected a pullback, 86. It came there, closed at 89 area, closed well above 34 EMA, and it is after a very long time, like from 118 to now. That's a span of almost 1 quarter. It has closed above 34 EMA, which is really bullish. So tomorrow I'm going to say 70% trade because everything is good for Amazon. It's there. It has a bullish engulfing, which is positive in reference. I want to keep 34 EMA as my stop loss. So 89 is my stop loss now in Amazon. I want to buy above today's high, 1925. So 9025. My target is 9250 and then 9630. So Amazon will be like today, Amazon did really good. Same thing it can do tomorrow. It can really, really add to the momentum. Pattern wise, there's nothing. It has regained 34 EMA after long. Regained 34 EMA after 3 months, which is really positive. Now, it should not fail here. If it fails, then that's a separate story. But if it stays there, then it has really, really good momentum going into the earnings. Boeing, Boeing initially went down and we are short from last 2 days. It came down to 203 this morning and then bounced. But in the end, it closed a little negative. I'm still of the opinion that yes, we would like to see 199 now, that 12 EMA thing. If it is tested, I'll take an XQ. But right now, I am still short on rise on Boeing. So I want it to come to 208, 209 area. Same thing. Sell it. My stop loss will be uh, 28. Yeah. 20. I'm going to reduce it to 207. 208. Stop loss will be 209. 203, which is today's low, and 199.60. It's an inside day breakdown. The inside day breakdown, it should continue. So inside day breakdown continues. Baba, to my surprise, held and went above, and it's not looking weak at all. Like if you see here, we have a small gap which needs to be filled, which is 120. So let me just check the Baba price in the Hong Kong market and then see what's happening there. Let me open Baba 09988. It's 113.30. So it's practically the same price for Baba in that market. But right now it's in a territory where it has extended enough. It has reached to a situation where singles directional move from 86 to 115. That's about 30 to 40% move roughly. So now the next steps is either it cools off or it fills the gaps first. Right now it's into that territory. Like if you see this candle, this candle, this candle high was 115.50 and we closed or we made 115.50. So if it fails here, Uh, Possibly, which is the case, I would like to do a sell and see if it can come and allow 12 EMA to catch up. Because this move is substantial. We need some cool off in Baba before we can continue on Baba. So I'm gonna try Baba, sell below 115 or sell near 115.50, stop loss of 117. I will give a range 114 to 115. In this range, if you can sell this, target is first this gap as 108, low is 108. So 108 is the first target. There's a small gap there. And then 105 is the next target. That will give some wiggle room for candles to cool off and EMS to jump, and they come in contact with each other. CRM. So CRM is struggling back to back here with long-term resistance line right there. It tried to break out but failed, tried to break out, failed. It's roughly an inside day, and maybe tomorrow it may try one more time and end up like this. So it's actually setting up a bull flag. It's not evident as of now, but if tomorrow's candle is in the same range, it will set up the bull flag. And the moment we break above this blue line, we have much more opportunity to go to 151, 157. So keep an eye on CRM. I am reducing it to from, I think I was neutral. So I'm not selling it anymore because it's holding up that price. I'm going to keep a stop loss of 146 now. And I want to try above 148. Targets are 151.25 and 157. The CRM is doing good. Google and Amazon, I was positive yesterday. So both came into this area in after the initial dip. And it's a really good candle. And it covered, tested the 12 EMA, it regained it. So I want to go long now. It has my confidence that we can hit 91 very easily. So Google, I want to hit 91, and 91 is really important. Once we do 91, we will see 94. So 91.25 and 94. Similarly to Amazon, Google can actually show some serious trends tomorrow. I think the stop loss will be 87.50, which is good stop loss. And I want to buy above the 12 EMA, which is 88.75. Bullish candle. ITSI. ITSI did same like yesterday, as I was saying. ITSI had momentum. ITSI was coiling up, and ITSI we went long 124, 128. So it's moved there. It's a breakout on ITSI with a bullish engulfing candle. I really wanted to come down a little bit so that I can enter. So ITSI's stop loss is now 123. I want to buy in the dip. If it comes to 124, because that's the area where we have seen some support. So 124.50 to 126. If it comes in this range, I'll be a buyer. On ITSI, my target is 133 and 142. positive. Then PayPal. PayPal, I think, did the same thing, 77, 78. It's holding on to that range. So I'm little unsure what's going to happen here. So it's setting up for a move which is like we have full candles, green candles with bodies, and then we have dodges, and then the green candle again. So it is slightly tricky, and we have gaps to fill. So it's roughly an inside day. So it's inside day. I want to try a short on. It doesn't seem like short will work here. So I'm going to keep 76 as my 76.25 as my stop loss for long. I want to buy above 78.50. Target is 81.35 and then 84.25. Meta almost reached the resistance zone of 61. This is going to be tough. If we break out of this zone and CPI is there, if you really want to trade any single stock over the CPI, I would recommend Meta. If it works out, it can easily go to 145. So there is really, really good momentum in Meta. It's moving fast. It's coming to an area. Once it crossed 133, it closed right on that. It has really, really good potential. Surya, you have a question for me. Is there a chance people will do a lot of puts to hedge their position for third days? Yes, people do hedges for their stocks or of their options. So yes, but looking at the current inflation numbers, I think it will be most likely in line to 6.4, 6.5 range. It will not be lower than that. It will not be higher than that. If it is higher than 6.6, then it will be really nasty for the market. So in this case, Meta has broken out. So Meta is positive now, and it has uh, closed on 61.8 level. So important breakout. Best for CPI. I want to buy above 133, which is the breakout. It's a bullish candle. Stop loss is 131, which is right there. Target is, come on. Target is 130, now 137. It's a big target for 137. And then we have 139.50. So we have big target for Meta. So people who are interested, keep an eye on Meta. And you see, I'm choosing some stocks as positive, but I'm not choosing ES or triple Q to ES to be positive because ES has 500 stocks. Some of them may work out, some of them may not. So there's a 50-50 chance. But on the stock level, we have momentum on the positive and the negative side both. Microsoft exactly is doing the same things, 268, 269. It's an inside day for Microsoft as well. Not 100%, but it's a back-to-back hammers. So something is brewing in Microsoft. So back-to-back hammers. Now what I want is, I really want it to regain the momentum. I want it to go above 229 Buy above 229. Stop loss is 226.75. Close right there. Above 229, 232.50 is the first area for target, and 235 is the second. All the semi stocks are doing good. So I do not trade Amba, but yes, if it is the company, then it should be. Netflix has done the target which I anticipated. I think it will hit that line and did break out above those regression line. Massive bullish engulfing candle. So Netflix is positive. So 340 is expectations. Now this is my stop loss 323, 324. So stop loss is 323. I want to buy anywhere between 323 to 327. If it comes in this range, I'll be more than happy. And then I expect it to go, and the gap here is 333. 333. So gap will be 333. 333 will be 333.25 is the gap fill. Now, if it fails after gap fill, that's another story. But 335 and then 340 is possible. So keep an eye. Netflix has done some remarkable move in last few months. It has almost doubled from 170 to 330 roughly. So if the advertisement business from Netflix is not what everybody's expecting, it will come down really, really hard. Is Microsoft inverted hammer, which is very short term? Uh, it's like back-to-back hammers, and it's at the bottom. If these inverted hammers were at the top, I would have considered, yes, bearish, but they are at the bottom, so I'm not considering them as bearish. They are bullish. It also depends on where in the trend you're using those hammers. NVIDIA is neutral, as NVIDIA has crossed 158 area, which is important, has an inside day. Tomorrow, if it goes above 160, go for it. So NVIDIA is inside day. Buy above 160.5. Stop loss will be 159. Target will be this area 166, 168, 166, 168. Yes. And again, it all depends if we are having momentum in the market. If the market is still in a tight zone, not moving, do not trade. Trade once the market is breaking out or breaking down. In case you see these stop losses and the price is below these stop losses, it's better to reverse the trade and create the levels. I'm not posting all the levels on the other side, meaning if the stop loss is hit. But if you look at your chart, look at the market momentum. If the momentum is positive, do not short. If the momentum is negative and it's still losing the stop loss, do not try to preempt the trade. Wait for it. Tesla. Tesla came into the range, uh, tested 115 exactly to the point, filled the gap, and it's now really looking good. So I want to go above the 12 EMA, which is 121, which is far. But I prefer to buy above 121.75. I do not want to buy here. And stop loss should be 118, 119. Target will be 123.75 and 130. Yeah. So 123.75 and 130. Sell below 119. Okay, so that's the plan for me for tomorrow. My best take is Meta and Amazon. If they work out, they should really give good moves. Uh, if anyone has any questions, I'm more than happy to address that. If you have any other ticker you want to discuss, please let me know. I can cover that. I can share the Zoom link, but people are, I think, not interested to join Zoom these days. But my job is to share. So let's see if anybody wants to join or not. The link is there. If anyone has any questions, if anyone has any other ticker they want to discuss or any chart. No, Joe, I do not do the penny stocks. I don't do BBBI. It's a penny stock. No. Okay. Then ENPH. Okay, ENPH had a breakdown and it had a massive breakdown. ENPH right here. If you look at this long-term trend line, which was 286, it had a breakdown and we discussed few times about 269 level. The moment it lost 269, it went down. Now it is in the long term there, and I think it can hit 219 and then come to 188. So if it's trying to rise to 237, it's better to sell at 237 area. I don't think so it's going to bounce. It's a complete double, it's an M pattern, which is right here, starting from here. It's M. And if you see this M, you will see this in Roku. You will see this in Tesla. So these are non-stop going down. They will go down from where they started. They will come down to this line, green line, where this momentum started. So it will come down around 200. There we need to decide what needs to happen here or not. Okay. I think someone is on the call. Guys, I'll prefer if you can come on to the Zoom link. It's easier for me to communicate and I can address your questions. Yes, Raghu.
I Naval.
Right.
Naval, like if we sell any calls, obviously we need to have a collateral for that. Suppose, for example, like if Netflix, if I sell a 340 call, today it is around 328 or 329.
Uh-huh.
At the expiration, if it becomes in the money, so I will be assigned for the stocks, no?
That is correct. Or
That
you need to pay for the
huh?
loss. Like if it is 350, for example, then
Mm-hmm.
you need to pay $6.50 loss,
Mm-hmm.
or you need to buy the stocks at 350.
Okay. Suppose if it closes at 341, so but then my stocks will be assigned at 340 average, no?
Yes, but then in that case, you're fine because
Mm-hmm.
your option, because you sold the call and you
Yeah.
sold the call at 350,
Mm-hmm.
you are still in profit. In that case, you may not even have the assignment.
Oh, oh. No, I thought like if the price closes on Friday, like 340 and
Yes,
above.
but problem is that you have already sold that higher premium. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a possibility you may not assign. They will settle your option.
Oh, settle my options. Okay. Okay. Suppose if it closes at 350, then I will get assigned at 340.
Yes. But then you have to pay the loss in the option, which is 650.
No, loss in the options already. I will get the premium back, no? So then I should pay the difference of that.
Yes, because you said you have 340 is the price, right?
Yeah.
So if it goes to 350, then you will have to pay more because you have to settle that option. That option settle at $10. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
pay 650 to settle that, and you will assign the calls at 340 price.
Okay, okay, okay. So I was thinking like if it goes at 350, then I will get stocks at 340 without paying any additional settlement, I thought.
No, 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 no.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay, so let me read. FSLR. FSLR is again these stocks. They are really, really momentum based stocks, and it's coming towards its highs. Has a full resistance in this zone. Previously, it got rejected here and made 150 where it bounced from the trend line. So we need to see if FSLR can break out 175 or not. If it does, it has additional momentum towards 190 area. If it doesn't, then it may come back. That's FSLR. Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors, I used to love them, but now they are just become a penny stock. So after a long time, it has regained the 12 EMA, which is bullish in sign. Maybe it can go to 8. So if you really want to trade Lucid Motors, better to buy like 2 years options from here of 10. Let's just check out Lucid Motors options. Lucid. Like I made good money when it was 14, 15 on Lucid Motors. So 17 January call. $10 call is at 2. Buy like 50 calls for this and leave it. If it delivers, that's like almost 2 years. This $2 can be easily $20, $30. So it has seen some good moves, and by that time they will have much better delivery. The cars are really good. So assuming everything is in place, this should be 2030 by 2025. So these calls will be easily $20. Walmart. Walmart is making a dodgy. It tested the important support and long-term support of 144 today and 145 resistance. It needs to cross 145.50 and then it can actually continue the momentum towards 148. So there's a potential move of $3 in Walmart if it crosses 145.50. UPST. UPST is really bad. Like I really don't know if you're hoping a trade on it, but technically it's so oversold and bounced from there. This is actually a bear flag. If you see, it's kind of a bear flag. Now, if it fails, it might go to 15, and then we can do something like this. But if it breaks down from here, I will not be surprised. So keep an eye for small move from 14 to 15, 60. That's possible on UBSC. Uh, can you explain why butterfly goes higher closer to the expiry? Butterfly goes higher because there are three Greeks which are involved in the options: delta, theta, gamma, vega. I don't use vega that much, but in the calculation, these four Greeks are used. Now, based on these Greeks, they have a formula that near the expiry, these Greeks tried to eat the premium from the options and bring them to their real value. For example, SPY is at 400 and you are trying to buy a 410 option. So now that option, let's say, is at a price of $2. So $2 is 100% premium. Now, what these Greeks does, they will try to move the premium based on the Greeks. For example, theta. Theta will decay the value of the option by a certain percentage every day. Delta will move the option price in correspondence to every single dollar price move in the stock. Gamma will try to define the pace of that movement when delta will change the prices. So all these factors, they at the expiry cause the premium price to come down lower. You get the real values. So butterflies, because they have three legs, the smaller leg or the middle leg is the leg where you get the maximum profit. So if your stock comes in the first leg, between the first leg and the middle leg, you will get maximum profit. And that happens because of these options, Greeks. Anyone else has any other question, please? All right. If no one has any question, thank you guys for joining in. I hope we'll have more people joining in so that they can use this information and make good money from themselves. All right. If you like my content, please, I would recommend you to please share this on Twitter and share it on and give it a like on YouTube. If you can do a comment, it will be much more easily searchable. Thank you very much. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.